Good kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, take the shot, he scores!
The basket's in the way, but I prefer to score, and I think he's the one right there. Like,
Did you see that one?
Yeah, that one.
Senior, number 5, Nick Sukrinick. Aguilar, the 6'1" senior, number 23, Matt Gaylor. And the center, 6'4" junior, number 25, Marco. Representing players led by coach Danny Holzer. And please welcome the starting five for Township. Aguilar, senior, number 2, Aguilar, 6'1" junior, number 3, Nate Miller. Aguilar, 6'1" junior, number 14, Jaden Mills. Aguilar, 6'4" senior, number 15, Jay Ziegler. And then for 6'2" junior, number 45, Jack Dunbar. Here's Township's head coach, Joe Herman, assistant parents, and Mike Fisher.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to AHN Arena. Upper St. Clair and Peters Township set to tip off for an afternoon game against two teams that know each other very well. Up come the Panthers. Hall can't get it to go. Indians ball. Up and down action in the first 15 seconds. So the Panthers are going to come out full court. Man, doesn't look like they're excited to trap. It's just a man-to-man up the court. McCullough drives to the lane, kicks it over the head of Mills. And the Indians are going to set up on their full court press as they've done all year long. Sophomore Dahlem brings it up against Nate Miller, and he'll set the offense. Near steal by Dunbar. Hall drives in, gets rejected by Ziegler, and up comes Miller. Miller into the lane. Dunbar for three. Just off the mark. Good box out by the Panthers, and up they come 3-on-2. Left-hand scoop is good. Panthers with an early 2-0 lead. Panthers in a full court man. Back door, nobody home. A little sloppy for the Indians in the early going. Another good defensive play by Ziegler. And up come the Indians. McCullough thought about it, and he'll pull it back. Mills kicks in. Out to McCullough for three. Off the back rim. And up come the Panthers. Panthers come in 4-4. And Peters Township comes in 6-1. And we're going to get a jump ball. Devin Hall went in. Got tied up, and the turnover arrow points to the Panthers. Three subs for the Indians. Oh, was a good offensive rebound, but 2 layups couldn't go. We're still stuck at 2-0. McCullough kicks. 3 is on its way, and it's good. Thomas Aspinwall just fresh into the game. Gives the Indians a 3-2 lead. That was a nice drive and dish. Backdoor cut. And a nice finish by Julian Dahlem, the sophomore. Donovan Vaccarello and Aspinwall into the game. In comes Aspinwall in the lane. He'll kick to Donovan. Pretty good defense by the Panthers. Dunbar gets blocked, but he retains possession. And the Indians are going to pull it out and spread the court. No over and back, with touch by the Panthers. 4-3 in the early going, Panthers. McCullough's got the mismatch with the big guy. Good defense by, and we get another turnover by the Indians. And they get beat down the court. Can't finish. And that one goes up and in. That's Matt Gaither, the senior, 6'1". 6'3", Panthers. Another, yes, it is a turnover, and they've got numbers. Scoop goes. Number 5, Nicholas Sukerneck. And the Indians need to talk it over after a couple quick, easy baskets. 3:50 left in the first. 8 points, 4 different players for the Panthers scoring a basket. So awfully balanced scoring. I don't think they've subbed yet, so it's 4 starters with a basket each in the early going, which is always a good thing. Indians, on the other hand, 1 lone basket by Thomas Aspinwall, the 6'1" junior. And the Indians will come out with Miller, Donovan, Mills, Ziegler, and Vaccarello. Miller will handle the point. Panthers doing a lot of switching. Nice interior pass, but turns it over. And up come the Panthers. Really good opportunity to score on that possession, but just couldn't get it to go. Tough runner, and it goes for Dahlem. And we're going to get a travel on Mills. I have not been keeping track of the turnovers, but we've played just a second under 5 minutes, and it's a lot of turnovers. Way, way too many. Hall brings it up, looks to go right, picks up his dribble. A lot of contact. Nate McCullough into the game. McCullough into the corner for Mills. Panthers playing good defense. Only 1 basket so far for the Indians, which in other games, especially at home, have started out quickly. McCullough looks to go. Nice spin move. Gets it to go. And the old-fashioned 3 possibility. Brendan McCullough put number 11, Christian Ito, into the spin cycle. Chance for the traditional three-point play. Shot is up and rolls in. 10-6, Panthers. Trap right across half court, and they're going to get a foul. Referee says he got it on the arm. They're going to get Jake Ziegler on that. Dullum drives in, and they're going to get Ziegler for another quick one. Now they're going to get Miller with his first. So we're at 10-6, 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Dullum with 5 in the first quarter. And the second one's good. Up comes McCullough. Kicks it to the corner. Mills thought about it. He drives hard. Just couldn't get enough on him with his left and can't control the rebound. Dullum hesitates, stops and pulls. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound though. And we're going to get a jump ball. Indians. Inbound to Mills. And we're going to let Miller bring it up as the point guard. Corner three. Loose ball underneath. Controlled by Miller. Mills can't get it to go. Dunbar offensive rebound. He's up and it's in. Nice gritty play by the Indians. 12-8 with 1:17 to go in the quarter. Near turnover. There's a steal by the Indians. Up comes Dunbar, and he lays it in. 12-10 with a minute to go. Nice comeback by the Indians here after digging a hole. And Miller on with a near steal. The Panthers look a little disheveled all of a sudden. 58.5 to go in the quarter. Panthers look to set their high screen and roll. The three is in the corner, off the front. Dunbar controls. And the Indians have a chance to tie or take the lead. Dunbar back to Miller. Into the corner to McCullough. We're down to 30. Miller for three off the front. Good hustle by the Panthers. We're down to 20. Panthers are going to hold it for one shot. Indians look to trap, but they don't. Nice step through with 7 seconds. Up comes Miller. 2, 1. It's up. It's good. And just couldn't get it to go. So your score at halftime. Panthers 14. Indians 10. Well, the Indians dug themselves a hole and were able to get themselves out of it a little bit, even though with a lot of misses. What a wonderful day for basketball Saturday after, or on a Wednesday afternoon. Lose track of days during the holiday. The 3 o'clock start. And it's unfortunate that the Panthers remain the 6A and the Indians have dropped into 5A, so they're not non-section foes as they've been for I don't know how many years, maybe as many as 50 years they've been playing each other. At least they get to play in a non-section game. These kids play youth together. They just know each other for years and years. So on to the second, with the Panthers clinging to a 4-point lead. If the Indians could cut back on the turnovers, it would be a different ball game. They seemed to a little bit as the quarter went on, but my gosh, it was approaching double digits in the first quarter, and you can't win a game that way. Indians remain in the man-to-man. The Panthers form a box. On the floor. And up come the Indians. They've got numbers 3-on-2. Dunbar kicks to Donovan. It's up. In and out. Good look by the Indians. Donovan near steal. Hall to Dullum. And that's off the front. Donovan runs it down, and up he comes. And I'm sorry to say, Indians turnover. .704 in the second. Remains 14-10. Indians playing good defense. They have a mismatch underneath. The Panthers do. They get it switched back. Backdoor to kick out to Dullum. Three is up. Off the back iron. Good block by the Indians. Another good block. And we're going to get a foul. They're going to get Ziegler. It's good hustle on the Panther side. You're just given too many opportunities. Eventually, they're either going to get it to go or they're going to get it to drop. That's two for Ziegler. The first one's off. Delvin Hall's been active in this game, but he's got no points to show for it. The second one's up and off the back. Still nothing. And Dunbar will bring it up. And the Indians turn the ball over, but a nice back tap. Up comes McCullough, and too far. Too far for Aspinwall. He gives a great effort up into the stands, but just a little too much. 14-10, 5:51 to go. Indians look to trap. Would have liked to seen a charge taken there, but no call. No call was a right call. The Indians had an opportunity to take a charge there, I think, if they would have stood pat in their spot. McCullough thought about it. Another back tap, another turnover. Up come the Panthers. Good defense. Dunbar clears. Miller for three. No rebounding underneath for the Indians. There's an easy layup. Devin Hall gets on the board. 18-10. 4-0 run for the Panthers coming out into the quarter here. Near turnover. Double team. Good ball movement. Dunbar pulls up, and he gets it to go and stops the drought. Indians need to stop right here. Hall dribbles around. Panthers want to set something up. Something we haven't seen yet. Dunbar near steal. Good defense by the Indians, but better shot. And that's Nicholas Sukernick. 21-12. McCullough goes in hard. No call. Didn't get the rim. Panthers run the floor nicely. 23-12. That's 9 points so far in this quarter. And we're going to get a block as Vaccarello goes in baseline. We're going to get a foul on Sukernick, his first. 5'11" senior. Nate McCullough in for the Indians. Nice easy layup for Brendan. Give the assist to Nate on that one. 23-14, 3:07 left in the half. Dunbar working hard on defense. Panthers pretty patient. Little bully ball. McCullough does a great job of staying in front. Dunbar picks it up and gets it to go. Boy, the Indians needed that. 23-16. Good effort by Mills to try to draw the charge. He got a block. And Hall missed the layup. Given Hall's last effort at the free throw line, that was a good foul. So the Indians are down by 7, pending these free throws. And Hall looked pretty good on that release and shot. Second one does not go, so he's 1 of 2 in that trip and 1 of 4. And the Indians turn the ball over. Good hustle by the Indians at least to take away the layup. All ball. 2 Indians end up in the second row. Aspinwall for Ziegler. Nice follow by number 35. Carter McClintock Camo. He's a 6'4" senior. Nice play by Mills. Backdoor, but he gets stuffed. Up come the Panthers. Dullum for three, wide open. Way off the mark. Good offensive rebounding. And the Indians tie him up. Possession, Indians. 1:16 to go in the half. Indians down by 10. Indians have been outscored in this quarter 12-6. Let's see if they can finish strong like they did in the last quarter. And we're going to get a travel on Vaccarello as he tried to make his move to the basket. Indians get a good double team, but they get themselves out of it. Easy putback for the Panthers. McClintock Camo. Last two baskets. Three is up off the front. McCullough handles it. 34 to go in the half. McCullough launches. And Panthers ball. Nate McCullough in for Brendan. Oh, a little nickel dimer they're going to get on Dunbar. That's only the team fifth. Upper St. Clair only has 2 team fouls. So in that respect, it's been a clean game for how up and down this has been. "19 seconds, that shot is good. That gives Dullum 9 in the half. 31-16. 16 for Dunbar, in and out. Panthers control. And that's your halftime. Upper St. Clair Panthers 31. Peters Township 16. We'll be right back for the third quarter. And we're back for the second half. Upper St. Clair and Peters Township. The Indians are nearly doubled up, 31-16. They were outscored 17-6 in the second quarter, which by anybody's book is not good news for the home team. But out they come, see what they can chip away into this lead. And probably most of all, if I had to guess, what was talked about was the turnovers. The number of turnovers in the first half for the Indians were just way, way too many. Quick basket by the Panthers does double them up, 33-16 Panthers. Indians just have to go one possession at a time. Dunbar pulls up from long and is short. Panthers come up 3-on-2. Good ball movement. Dullum, I think we've seen we can't leave him alone. That's a quick 5 points out of the break for the Panthers to add to their lead. Dunbar gets bailed out by Dullum with a foul. He did get him on the arm, but I think Julian Dunham beat him to the spot. Indians just have to get one stop and one score and try to work themselves into this without turning the ball over. There's a good look for Miller, and it's good from 3, 36-19. And we got a jump ball. Mills ties up Matthew Gaither, and possession goes to the Indians. So let's see if the Indians can get a little run of their own going. Miller across half court. Ziegler straight on three, hits the front end, and the Panthers control. Up they come. Hall nearly throws it away, and the Panthers will reset. Not in much of a hurry with this lead. Dullum for three. He is fuego. 39-19. They open up a 20-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Here comes Mills. Dunbar straight up three. Off the front. McCullough rebounds. Ziegler thought about it. He makes a nice spin move, but can't get it to go with the right-hand scoop. It's a nice move, no finish. Panthers. Donovan, Aspinwall, and Vaccarello in for the Indians. As I said early on, Panthers come in 4-4, but they are section champions the last 2 years, and 2 years ago, Whitfield champions. Nice, easy lay-in for Marco Carone. Once he gets down low, it's tough. Indians look a little bit out of sorts running their offense right now. And Coach Urban calls a timeout. I think he would know better than me, but I think he saw the same as me. And if it's obvious to me, it was probably painfully obvious to him. The Indians are coming in tonight with a pretty good campaign so far. Coming in 6-1. Their only loss so far to Chartiers Valley, who's undefeated in 5A and one of the top teams in 5A, and if not the Whitfield, with one of the better players in the Whitfield. Aside from that, they've had pretty convincing wins. Last game on the 20th, a nice 71-70 victory over South Fayette, who also has a nice team and has a pretty good record. So the Indians have not been bad, aside from a pretty good shellacking that they took at home here against Chartiers Valley. Right now, against the Panthers, 41-19. So far has not been their night. Let's see if they can get it back together. Vaccarello. McCullough, very nice pass into Vaccarello. High off the board and in. Julian Dullum, that's 19 points for him. That was a very pretty right hand. Hands up with the loose ball, and up they come. He's feeling it. Panthers. If the Indians are not careful, Dullum's going to outscore the Indians all by themselves. Indians only with 21 and Dullum with 19. Panthers. Very few fouls called in this game, despite the level of physicality. Good defense by the Indians, and up they come. Very, very athletic move by Mickey Vaccarello. That's his 4th point. And he gets called for the nickel dimer at half court. Indians have settled into kind of an 8-9 man rotation. Good steal by the Indians. Up they come. They had numbers, but chose not. Dunbar wide open for three, passes it up. He goes in, and he gets called for the charge. Strong move by Dunbar. And just, oh, I'm sorry. The referee said a good basket rather than a charge. It was a similar call. I wanted in the worst way to say I didn't think a charge was the right call, and I guess that was right. So Dunbar, that gives him 10 for the night. Off the front for the old-fashioned three. But it's a nice strong move to the hoop baseline for Dunbar. Near steal by the Indians. They do steal it. Up ahead for Dunbar, one-on-one. He's going to Euro it. He gets blocked. Indians ball. 3:35 left in the third quarter. 43-25 Panthers. Near steal, and it is a steal. Three is up. Off the side of the rim. The Panthers control. Now they will settle it. Back door. Dullum can't get it to go. Easy rebound. Miller gets it. Up he comes. He's got numbers. Nice pass to Vaccarello. He gets it to go, and there's a foul. Nice, strong move by Mickey Vaccarello. Miller with the rebound, and he just turned the Jets on and outran everybody through half court and made a nice pass. Vaccarello finished with contact and through contact. Vaccarello misses. Miller runs it down. He goes up strong. Can't get it to go. McCullough runs it down. He goes in. Miller for three. Good look. And it's good! Nate Miller. Near steal by Dunbar. Double team by the Indians. And we're going to get a travel. Good hustle by the Indians. The Indians have cut this lead to 13, 43-30 with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. And we are going to get a timeout by the Panthers to talk it over. That's their first of the game. So a nice run by the Indians to cut what was a little more than a 20-point lead down to 13, and as they attempt to make a game of it. The Panthers have really been led by Dullum in the scoring department with 19 so far. The next closest is Nicholas Sukernick. He's got 7, although Sukernick can really light it up. He had 31 points against Seton LaSalle a couple weeks ago, and the 31 came on 8 made threes. So he's been kind of held in check at this point. But Dullum has not been held in check. He has just been on fire and feeling it. The Indians have continued to turn the ball over a little bit in the third quarter, but at a little lesser pace. And they ratcheted up the defense, got a little bit of scoring, some three-point plays and three-point makes, and they've cut this lead to 13. Panthers apply some full-court pressure, kind of token man-to-man. McCullough looks to drive. Dunbar gets the baseline. Beautiful pass to Mills. And he finishes it. We've got an 11-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. Up comes Dullum. Into the corner for three. That's off. Miller controls, and up he comes. He's got numbers. McCullough hesitates. Goes with the spin. Near turnover, but Miller bails him out. Mills kicks out. Ziegler. Dunbar for three. In and out and in. 43-35 Indians. Down to 8. 151 in the third quarter. Three is up, and that one's good. Zuckernick, just as we talked about, puts the 3 down. Indians look to get set. Dunbar looks, pump fake, 14-footer, and it's good. That's 15 for Dunbar. 46-37 Panthers. Approaching a minute to play. Backdoor, stolen by Dunbar. Up he comes. Mills looked at a 3. He goes baseline, and he raised up his right forearm, and they're going to get him for the charge. Awfully good defense by the Panthers. The player beat him to the spot, and Mills tried to hold up, but I think he got him with that forearm. That's what the referee saw anyway. That's two fouls on Mills. Down to 45 in the third quarter. There's a backdoor, and it gets it to go. 48-37, back up to an 11-point lead. Mills drives, kicks, and throws it away with 16. Dunbar goes for the steal, wide open 3. Easy layup with 6 seconds. Mills is down with an bad ankle. It's good if it goes, and it's not. And that's the end of the third quarter. Upper St. Clair 50, Peters Township 37. And that's a 19-point scoring quarter for the Panthers. So the Indians look good at times. They cut that lead to 7, and just wasn't quite enough. And for worse news, we've got Cameron Mills on the baseline. Looks like he's turned his ankle. He's up and walking it off. One of the Indian starters, not somebody that the Indians can afford to lose. Very unfortunate to see him go down. Hope he's okay. The Indians, on the other hand, scored 21, which was a nice output for them. Actually outscored the Panthers by 2 points in that third quarter, but it remains a 13-point differential. And the Panthers will inbound the ball with 8 minutes to play. There's a little discussion on who should be on the court for the Panthers. After all that, we're set to play. Dunbar steals, goes in strong, lays it in. 50-39. Quick basket by the Indians. There's a back tap, but the Indians couldn't run it down. Good rebound by Jake Ziegler, and up he comes. He wants to go all the way, and a little too much dribbling. Indians down by 11, 7:24 to go. Hall brings it across half court, dogged by Dunbar. Ziegler gets a hand on the ball, but they're going to call foul on Ziegler. He gets a little bit of arm along with the ball, unfortunately. That's his third. First one, no good. 7:09. Team fouls 3-3. That's the most we've had, I think, nearly the most we've had in any quarter. We're only a minute in. Gaither misses them both. Dunbar drives in hard, pulls up, scoop step, can't get it to go. Dunbar steals it. Looked like it really could have been a foul, but cuts it to 9. Indians playing some dogged defense. Really gambling, and it's paying off. Another near turnover by the Panthers. Mickey Vaccarello in for Ziegler. And the Indians are going to call a timeout. That's their third, so they'll have 2 remaining with a full timeout. The Indians, so far this season, have done a pretty good job on the defensive side. They're averaging, on the defensive side, they're averaging giving up 53.6, and they're in danger of blowing through that against the Panthers. The problem tonight has been the lack of scoring and opportunities to score, with the turnovers being the challenge. The Indians have averaged 64.6 points per game, and they're sitting here at 41 already into the fourth quarter. So not a good offensive evening for the Indians. But nonetheless, they're still in this game. If they can just chip away, they've got it down to 9. And plenty of time to go. 6:39 to go. Possession arrow favors the Indians. So for the Indians, Mickey Vaccarello, Jack Dunbar, Nate Miller, Brendan McCullough, and Thomas Aspinwall. Indians steal it. Nice job by Miller, and up he comes. Long pass to Dunbar. He goes in strong. Can't get it to go. Good athletic play. Just couldn't finish it. That would have been a nice one to have in the back pocket. Panthers beat the double team. Hall goes in, gets cut off. Near steal, Panthers. Hall tries to go baseline, and he gets it to go. Nice strong right hand over Vaccarello. Dunbar pulls up. He can't get it to go. And Dunbar with a near steal, but they're going to get him on the foul. That's just Dunbar's second. 5:37 left. Panthers have stretched their lead out to 11 now. Three is up, and it's off, but it's controlled by the Panthers. Good defense by the Indians. Vaccarello played nice defense on Dahlem. And right down Broadway. Another steal for the Panthers. Three is up, and that just hits the bottom of the net. That broke the back a little bit. Just under 5 minutes, and lead stretches to 16. And the Indians throw it away. Good block by the Indians, and up comes Dunbar. He wants to take it himself, and he gets it to go. Panthers get beat down the court. Matthew Gaither, he gets fouled but can't finish it, so it's a good foul. 57-43 with a chance to add to it. First one short. Ziegler and Evan McCullough into the game. Second one is good. So Upper St. Clair calls its second timeout. 4:42 left. The lead is up to 15 again. Indians' next game after this Christmas break will be at home on January 3rd. First section game against Thomas Jefferson, and that's a 6 o'clock start. And then from there, they've got a number of road games. They've got 6 out of the next 7 after that on the road. So they go to Connellsville, Ringgold, home at Trinity, and then they're at Bethel Park, Mount Lebanon, Elizabeth Forward, and Thomas Jefferson. All of those are section games except for Mount Lebanon and Elizabeth Forward. So let's see what the Indians can do. Full court pressure into Ziegler. Back to Miller, and up he comes. Vaccarello looks to go. He gets double teamed. Skip pass to McCullough. Nice follow through. Oh, controlled by McCullough, and he gives it away. Indians did not hustle back on defense that time. And it gives the Panthers the ability to get the offensive board. Even after that turnover, it was a bad turnover, but you got to hustle back on defense. Dahlem goes in hard and gets bailed out by Ziegler. That would have been a spectacular scoop shot to finish that. Instead, he'll go to the line where he's been pretty decent from the line. And that gives Julian Dahlem 20 points on the night. .409 left in the game. Second one off the front and no good. Up comes McCullough. He's going to go in hard and gives it away right in the middle of the lane. Easy steal for the Indians. 3-on-1. Miller off balance 3. Can't get it to go. Ziegler kept it alive, but it doesn't go. And the Panthers make an easy basket of it at the other end. 61-43. Dunbar pulls from way out. McCullough goes by. And Mickey Vaccarello is going to draw the foul on Devin Hall. That's his first. That sends Vaccarello to the line. He's got 6 tonight. Leading scorer for the Indians is Dunbar at 21. First one's good. Donovan in for the Indians. Second one rolls off. Kept alive by Ziegler. Donovan looked to step into it. And we'll go back to McCullough. Dunbar lost it on the way up. Couldn't get it. Kicks it out for three, and the Panthers are going to milk some clock. Yeah, they're definitely going to look to run some clock here. Just under 3 minutes to go. It's a loose ball on the floor. Donovan comes up with it. Up comes McCullough, 2-on-2. And he gets bodied by Dullum. Fifth team foul. Second on Dullum. All five starters in for the Indians except for Aspinwall in for Mills, who left with a rolled ankle. He's sitting on the bench. McCullough for three. It's short. Hall gets stuffed by Dunbar. Indians nearly throw it away. Miller does. And they're going to get Hall in the foul. Good effort by both teams for that loose ball. And Upper St. Clair is going to call foul. Or, I'm sorry, call foul. Call a timeout. Full timeout. So Upper St. Clair's been on the road prior to this game. They went to a Christmas tournament in Las Vegas to the Tarkanian Classic, and they fared fairly well. They went 2-1, had a couple real nice wins against a couple teams from Nevada and one from Utah, and one loss. And then prior to that, they beat up on their other neighbor, Bethel Park, just before their trip to Vegas by a score of 66-31. So Panthers come back from their trip, enjoy their holiday, come out firing on all cylinders here so far tonight. Looking at the scoring for the Panthers, Nicholas Sukernick quietly out with 17 points. Matthew Gaither with 9. And rounding out the scoring is number 25, Marco Carone, with 6. So the Indians down 61-44. They'll get a foul on Matt Gaither, his first. That'll send Ziegler to the line. Ziegler's played well, but not a lot of points. This will be his first when he makes that one. He was active on defense and rebounding. Couldn't get going on offense. Second one's good, the left-hander. 2:02 left in the game. St. Clair carries a 15-point lead into these last 2 minutes. Indians cut it to 7 and made it interesting for a nanosecond. Nice pass up court. Panthers pull it out. They're a well-coached team. And a circus play. He gets it to go. That is number 11. Christian Ito. That's his first basket of the night. Ito's a 6-foot junior. And he doesn't get the free throw to go. Dunbar airmails it into the second row in the corner. At this point, things are just disintegrating a little bit. Sean Thelk into the game. Looks like the Indians are going to get some more players into the game. Coach Ehrman, probably a good thing to do with 16-point lead. Gaither gets that to go. That puts him in double digits. And we're going to get a foul on the Panthers. 1:24 to go. Both teams into the bonus. It sends Vicarello to the line to shoot 1-1. First one's good. And for the Panthers, come some players that haven't been in the game yet. So it's a good night for the Panthers. Vicarello can't get the second to go. Near steal by Nick McCullough. That'll send Alexander Polici to the line. He's a 5'10 junior. In and out. Controlled by McCullough. He flings it to Donovan. Donovan pulls up. Nice high arcing shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by number 20, Tyler Robbins, 6'7", sophomore. He tries to go baseline, kicks it out. Loose ball on the floor. Vicarello pulls it. Nice pass ahead. And he misses a layup. Good finish. Sean Thelk. He gets rewarded for that pass, and then with the rebound, gets the basket. And the big guy launches the three, 68-49 with 15 to go. That's going to about do it here this evening. Donovan shows the ball, 2 bump fakes. It's good if it goes, and it is good. Thomas Aspinwall gets that to go. That gives him 6 for the night. And that's the end of the ball game. Final score, Upper St. Clair 68, Peters Township 52.